Where's the audio? Where's the audio? Where's the audio?
You hear me?
Yeah, one sec. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out.
It's like not letting me do. God damn it.
Speak again. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear you now. Okay, let me get my mic. Sorry. Are we live?
Yeah. We live. We live.
What up, people? Oh, Liam, this is a big one. This is a big one.
Well, I know. Hold up. How are them wings though?
Oh, good. Magic City never disappoints. So would my speaker, when it says select a microphone and select the speaker, what's which? Like, what am I speaking through?
Make your microphone your microphone. So like mine's like my Yeti, and then
That makes sense.
make your speaker your MacBook.
Yeah, I figured it out.
We good now?
Yeah, we Gucci.
Everyone who's watching, wherever they may be, whether you're watching later at a different time, welcome to the 2023 NBA Draft Lottery alongside Griffin. We have been waiting for this moment for
Let's go.
this last draft. I feel like we've been waiting to see where this man Wembanyama may end up. We're currently about 2 minutes from the start of this NBA draft lottery coverage. I mean, hey, we got the top 3 teams, Detroit, Houston, and San Antonio, lined up for the best chance of the number 1 overall pick. But people, they think it's going to be Chicago. They've had a run. They've got the NHL number 1 overall pick. They got the NFL number 1 overall pick. And now there's a chance it's in Chicago tonight, the draft lottery. Griffin, which of these top 4 teams, with the Charlotte Hornets included, with the Detroit Pistons, Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs, do you most want to see get Victor Wembanyama?
Me personally, I think probably Detroit, because I just think that the duo between Cade Cunningham and Victor Wembanyama would just be legendary. But I'm not opposed to any of the 4 teams getting him. Probably my least favorite of those options as of now is Houston, probably. But still, like, wherever Wemby falls, I'll be excited because I believe he's such a generational talent that he will prosper and thrive wherever he goes.
Yeah, and Detroit currently, fired Dwayne Casey, I think a couple of weeks back at this point. They don't have a head coach at the moment, so they could be able to lure in one of those top guys, whether it be a Doc Rivers, a Nick Nurse, or someone that you've been waiting to talk about. I mean, Carson and I talked about in our last episode, but Monty Williams fired from the Phoenix Suns. How about we talk about that real quick, as we await the start of this draft?
Yeah, I think, to people who'd never watched really the Phoenix Suns that intensely, I think we'll be asking a lot of questions regarding why this change happened. But to me, this was an absolute necessary move that the Suns needed to make. Monty Williams, a great person, a great guy, someone you'd love to have in your locker room, but someone not necessarily who is great with things like X's and O's and stuff like that, especially for a team that is trying to win an NBA championship. I don't believe he's the fit for that, for that system, for that environment. Monty Williams is not someone who's going to thrive in a winning environment as a head coach. He would thrive in a winning environment as an assistant coach, but not as a head coach. So yeah, I wish him the best. Genuinely, he really did change the culture in Phoenix, but it was time to go. The rotations, player favoritism based on how much he likes certain players, i.e. Landry Shamet. I never want to see that man on the basketball court again. And things like that, just where it wasn't seeing proper rotations, didn't love the way that Kevin Durant was being utilized in the offense. So overall, it's a move that I like the Phoenix Suns making right now.
Yeah, I mean, is there a team that you think like would make sense for him? Do you think, after he was all loving on Giannis after they won the chip, he could go there?
I think it would. I mean, I could definitely see him taking that job, but from Milwaukee's perspective, I don't really see why they would go from Bud to Monty, because to me, Monty's just like a more personal Bud. And I don't really see like there wouldn't, for what Milwaukee seems to be looking for, it doesn't seem like Monty Williams would be an upgrade, at least from my point of view. I don't know what you think.
No, yeah, I definitely see it's more of just like a kind of different perspective, but same kind of guy situation.
Yeah.
I mean, so let's look at San Antonio, for example. Obviously Greg Popovich, he's been the coach there for a while. Like, how does it look with Wembanyama? If he goes there, like, is Pop's not going to be there for his entire career. And regardless, I wouldn't expect Wembanyama to stay there for the entire time. So, what are your thoughts with that?
I mean, Pop is definitely, like, I believe, like, even this past year when it seemed like, I think, last offseason, we were asking the questions like, how long should Pop stay in San Antonio? The recent history of San Antonio has been pretty disappointing when comparing to the days of like Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker and stuff like that. But I think he would thrive. This is like straight up a Greg Popovich player when you think about it. International, super talented, like has possible guard skills, can extend range from beyond just being an interior player, kind of like Tim Duncan from the past. So I think Greg Popovich would jump at this opportunity, but from maybe the Spurs organizational point of view, it seems like they had Becky Hammon kind of lined up to be the next coach, and now that she's in the WNBA, I don't know who's next up in San Antonio in the coaching tree.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if San Antonio does get the first pick, how that would develop over time.
Yeah, and going back towards, the whole like Becky Hammon thing, I believe she was interviewed, I think, for the Raptors job. I don't know.
Yeah, she is getting interviews this coaching cycle.
I mean, yeah, she is kind of coaching like the best culmination of the town in the WNBA with the Aces at the moment. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's take a little bit look more into the draft, kind of going through the ranges each of these team has. So starting with the Detroit Pistons, a tie with a 14% chance to get the number 1 overall pick. They are ranged from 1 to 5, so their pick will only fall in that range from number 1 to number 5 overall. And their last time selecting number 1 was honestly 2021 with Cade Cunningham. I mean, him and Wembanyama could be extremely valuable. I was kind of watching back on our 2022 draft coverage, and we talked a lot about, Sadiq Bey being that third guy, but now it seems like it's going to be Jaden Ivey,
Yeah.
Obviously a great situation there. And then moving on to the Rockets, big hire. They get Ime Udoka, after everything, the fallout, potentially going to Brooklyn. Now he ends up in Houston after Stephen Silas. They'll be between 1 and 6. And their last number 1 overall pick was my birth year with Yao Ming. Well, actually both our birth years of Yao Ming going in 2002 to the Houston Rockets, and the San Antonio Spurs from 1 to 7 and their last number 1 overall pick in 1997 with Tim Duncan. Before we kind of move forward in this list, is there a team, with a chance tonight in those top 14 that you do not want to see Wembanyama go to at all? Like, that's like, if you could control anything, that number 1 overall pick does not go to that team.
I think out of those 4, probably Houston, just because I don't know how Şengün and Wemby, like, how would that work? Would they play 2 of them at the same time? Would Şengün come off the bench? And I think if Şengün came off the bench, that's kind of just underrating his talent. Like, I think from this last year, especially, like, Stephen Silas probably should have ran the offense through Şengün, and they didn't. Just because he's such a talented player. I don't know. I don't want there to be a logjam in the backcourt or front court. I don't know. I always get that mixed up. Where's Wemby?
Front court, backcourt. Backcourt's
okay. Okay, thank you. In the front court. But again, that's also, I did say I would want him to go to the Pistons, but there's also a similar situation. They probably have to move off of some of these younger big men that they've picked up. But out of these four, like Wemby is such a generational prospect, you make it work. Like I don't really see a reason for me to be like, oh, I hate the fit in any of these places because I just think the fit will be fine.
Yeah, and then kind of continuing through the list. I mean, we got Charlotte's at number 4, Portland, Orlando, Indiana, the Wizards, Utah, the Dallas Mavericks, Chicago Bulls, Oklahoma City Thunder, Toronto Raptors, and New Orleans Pelicans. There is a 91.5% chance that the Bulls will not have this pick, as it is likely that it will end in Orlando, given that it's top 4 protected. But if Orlando is able to somehow get that slim 8.5,
that would be crazy.
We would see some craziness out here, potential to land, on a Thompson or, land, Brandon Miller, so on and so forth. That would be crazy to see. And with the teams that have not ever selected number 1 overall, that will be looking for that tonight. Indiana, they have selected number 2 overall 3 times. Utah Jazz has only ever had 1 number 2 overall selection. Those number 1 overalls. And Oklahoma City Thunder, surprisingly, you'd think they'd have one by this point, but they've never selected number 1 overall. They've selected number 2 overall 3 times. I think everyone knows who those guys are: Kevin Durant, Gary Payton, and Chet Holmgren from last year. Kind of looking forward, are there any prospect, destinations you're really hoping for, whether it be where Wemby ends up, Scoot, XYZ? Is there a prospect destination that you're kind of thinking like this fit could just be amazing going forward?
Off the top of my head, I think in Charlotte, I think having Brandon Miller on that team would be pretty special. Just to have a wing alongside of LaMelo. I think that duo could be pretty exciting and put up a lot of points. Going back to things that I don't want to happen, I don't want Dallas to get the first pick. That would be literally heartbreaking, and I might stop watching the NBA forever. But beyond that, I don't know if there's really, I think with the lottery is so full of like hope and different ideas that there's a lot of different possibilities. But also it's so fluid, like, who knows what could happen right now. But a lot of these like ideas, like if the Magic got like a top 4 pick, like that could be really incredible. And like if the Magic like moved up or got like, if they had the ability to get like Scoot or somebody like that, that'd be insane. I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
Kind of looking through this, I think Portland or Indiana, I would love the fit of a Taylor Hendricks with their team. I think it might be a reach. We'll see. The draft combine is currently going.
My guy.
My
guy, Taylor Hendricks.
I feel like Taylor Hendricks would be great to go on those teams. I don't know if the Portland, Indiana, I don't know if they're teams that necessarily need like real star players. I think, maybe Indiana more than Portland, but Portland wants to have a chance to keep Dame. They need a guy that can contribute instantly. And, last year we were doing this podcast for the 2022 draft. Like we were so shocked with Shaedon Sharpe, and sure, he had great signs at the end of the season, but it's very likely Damian Lillard will return this next season. So we might still see flashes, but there's no way they're going to be running a 3-guard lineup out there with Shaedon Sharpe at the 3. I mean, who knows? They could, but
yeah,
I think realistically they need a really NBA ready guy. But who knows? They might decide again to go for youth, and we could see Damian Lillard out very shortly after that. I also think Houston, with the reports we're seeing, as I sent you, James Harden could be looking to a move to Phoenix this offseason. There's a lot of that's only just a thought that people were talking about. But if that does happen, comes to fruition, or he stays, in Philly, goes elsewhere, doesn't go to Houston, I would love to see Scoot Henderson go over to the Houston Rockets. I feel like, we don't know. There's been a lot of talk that potentially Jalen Green could be, a move out. But I feel like Scoot, if that happens, or if he still stays, I think Scoot would be a great fit for that roster.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have no idea why that Jalen Green rumor is going around. Again, I wouldn't say the Rockets are like a league pass team that I watched a lot, but I feel like I watched enough where it's like, I don't know. It seems like KPJ is the guy you move there, not Jalen Green. But what do I know? What do I know?
Exactly.
Do you have more draft stuff you want to talk about? I do want to talk to you about the Warriors end of the season. I haven't got to talk to you about it unless you
well,
talked about it.
No, we did not talk about it in the latest episode, but I would love to hear your thoughts. I mean, we got 5 minutes and 30 seconds from my look right now. So
Okay, I
What?
520 on my screen. Okay. Well, my buddy, one of my roommates is a big Warriors fan. So I was just wondering, I was talking to him about it, and I think probably you try to move Kaminga and Poole and just try to lower the luxury tax bill a lot. And I know we've had this discussions in past off season, but also maybe possibly moving Clay.
No.
It seems like time to move off. I think the core of the Warriors like dynasty is Steph and Draymond. So those are the two that you have to prioritize keeping.
I
I
totally
don't know what your
understand.
perspective is.
I was definitely disappointed with the way that Clay ended up turning out in the playoffs this year. You know, a lot of times, like, come on, like you're not really going to make those shots. You're taking all these shots, so on and so forth. Like those are Steph shots, and I think the Kuminga thing, like at this point, you know, like he was on a rise and now he's just gone downhill. Like, is he really going to get better? And I feel like Moses Moody is more of the ideal guy we want on our team. You know, he can, you know, mold whether worst case scenario, I think he progresses into that Dante DiVincenzo role. And, you know, best case scenario, he's like an average to above average starter at the shooting guard position, you know, not going to be that all-star guy or things along the lines of that. I think, yeah, Draymond is a guy that's hard to lose on our team because you need someone that's going to, you know, establish like the, you know, the tempo
Identity of the team.
Exactly. And I think Clay, you know, he's making a lot of money. I think it's north of 30 million, if I'm right on that. And with Poole, I mean, we know that he does not work well with Steph. I mean, the numbers show it. He is far better when Steph is not on the court alongside him. And when he's with Steph, the numbers are just not good because of the way it's creating space and so on and so forth. I do think that one of the young guys gets moved, you know, whether unfortunately it is Moses Moody, which I would not want to see, or, you know, I think Kuminga is the more likely option to happen. I think when you want to run out there, you're going to have Steph. Hopefully you have, you know, maybe if you throw Moses Moody in there, you throw him in there, or Dante DiVincenzo re-signs on a deal. I believe he was on a mid-level exception. So we have to work through that. And, you know, you still have Wiggins who, you know, if you need to be, he can be a decent 2 option. If you have a guy that's Steph, that's so, you know, high level, he can be that one that's just such an alpha. And then you have Draymond and you have Looney. And you still keep the guys like Gary Payton, who will be under contract now that he came over from Portland. It's very interesting. There's going to be moves that need to be made. I mean, people are stupid saying Steve Kerr might get moved. Like,
that's ridiculous.
They're saying like he might go to the Suns, like because like he worked in the front office there. I'm like,
that's not happening.
Yeah, he's got the best situation in basketball right now. I mean, they've been the best team the last decade, no doubt about that. So yeah, I definitely agree. There needs to be some sort of move. Poole's like future in Golden State needs to be heavily evaluated because I don't think there's too much of a worry on the luxury tax end, but there definitely needs to be, you know, a worry of going forward in the future. Like how is Golden State going to position themselves to compete now and then, you know, finish it out? Because at the end of the day, Golden State's not going to see another player like Steph for probably 20 years at least.
Yeah.
They won't see a guy like that. So you need to capitalize on Wiley Hand. He probably only has 2 really good elite years left in him. And then
you have to capitalize on that.
You have to capitalize on that. And, you know, so be it. If your team goes into a downfall, like it is what it is. You did what you could. But if you can capitalize one more championship, make it 5 for him, like you owe it to him.
Yeah. I agree. You go all out right now. Who fucking cares about the future? You're trying to win right now with Steph. Like you're never going to get, like, honestly, you're probably never going to get a generational talent like him, like the culture that they have right now in the next like 20 to 30 years, like you said. So yeah, you have to go for it. So yeah, what I was saying is like probably, well, with the CBA changing, I don't like when does that go into effect? Because that the tax is going to be much heavier on teams who are in the tax further.
Yeah, I mean,
again, I'm not sure about that, so I don't want to speculate, but
yeah, Joe Lacob is not afraid to spend any money they have in his pocket.
Oh, we think he Matt Ishbia, huh? Interesting.
Hey, Matt
Interesting.
Ishbio's handing a blank check to whoever he wants as head coach. I'll tell you
Mhm.
that. Do you have a
Ty
preference
Lue.
right now before we? That would be
Ty Lue if he wants to leave, but if not, I have no thoughts. Because some of the local reporters have been saying that we won't get Nick Nurse, so I don't know.
It's like I'd say you trade a first round pick, but you don't have any. Like if
Yeah,
you did,
we only have one. I mean, real quick, trade Aiton and Chris Paul. Hopefully, you get a first round pick back, and then trade that first round pick for fucking Ty Lue.
yeah, little 3-game trade action.
Yeah. I don't know, but there's been so many rumors of Harden and
Before we
Kyrie.
hop into this, because I have it starting shortly on my side.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
Do you have a preference? Like, what's your ideal, like, quick 30-second summary of what you want the Suns to do this offseason?
Trade Chris Paul, or trade or just cut him. Get DeAndre Ayton off the roster, and just build through role players. There's been a lot of rumors of Harden and Kyrie coming to Phoenix. I don't want that at all. Both are poison in their own different ways, come playoff time or come when it matters the most. Don't want that. Just try to build your team kind of similarly to how the Celtics built it with your 2 stars, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, in this case, Devin Booker and KD, and just have solid role players around them. That's
You
what I
don't want another ball dominant point guard. I think it's
correct. Even you could maybe slide Book. I think Book has shown enough that he could maybe play the point. If you wanted to get like a 2.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's getting ready to start.
Yeah,
here.
it's starting.
Predictions. Who's landing it? Lay it now.
Right now, I'm gonna say hot take. I'm gonna say they give it to the Blazers, bro.
All right. I'll take Charlotte. F it. I'm not doing a top 3 team. All right. Tatum is up here.
Okay.
Assistant GM.
14 Pels, 13 Raptors. Bet. Dude, if one of these teams moves up, that'd be insane. OKC. Okay, it's chalk so far. 11. Okay, dude, if OKC got that, that'd be insane.
Wait, you said 11's okay? Oh, okay.
Oh, bro!
Chicago
the Bulls. No way! No way! Bro, the fix is in. The fix is fucking in. That's crazy. Wait.
What? This is fixed.
Wait,
This
no, did
is
11
fixed.
just go to Orlando? Did 11?
That's not. That's supposed to be.
protected?
That's supposed to be the Bulls.
Yeah, no, but wasn't the Bulls going to Orlando because it's top 4 protected? Isn't it chalk still? Am I
wait.
crazy?
Oh no, it is. You're stupid. Oh my god.
Okay, sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. I was like, no fucking way. The Bulls. The face is
Utah's at
fucking
9. Okay.
Wizards at 8. Okay, I'm
God
a little
damn
ahead
it,
of you.
you
I
threw
won't,
me
I won't
off.
spoil. I won't spoil your picks. I'm sorry.
Hold on. Yeah. Don't just. Okay. So Washington. Yeah. Nothing's changed yet. Hold
Yeah,
on.
no, it's been chalk. It's been chalk. Still chalk.
Okay.
Wow, who's that Orlando guy? He looks really upset. It's probably because I got his hopes up.
What? Come on. Someone's got to move up here.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's bad.
Oh shit. Wait, who's the team that moved down? Was it Charlotte?
The Pistons moved down. The Blazers moved up.
Ooh. Bro, I swear the Blazers win this.
I call that shit. Bro, they're gonna give Dame a fucking prize, bro. Guaranteed.
I swear, Dave is good. They're fading him from the grind. He's been running.
Dude,
from it.
they
They're
fucked the
not running from
Pistons.
it.
They fucked the Pistons. I really wanted.
Hold up. I need to
Okay.
see this more on time.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Fill airtime, bro.
All right. This is crazy. We got the Blazers potentially landing the #1 overall pick. I mean, who would have thought? I mean, Damian Lillard, all these years, he had the LaMarcus Aldridge teams. We thought maybe they would do something, but there's a chance that they could potentially land the #1 overall pick. Anyone that's in here in the chat, out of these top 4 teams left, we got Charlotte, we got Houston, we got San Antonio, and we got who's the other? The Trailblazers. Who's the team you want to see the most? I would be interested to hear what you guys have to think about that. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. Oh my, Dame might actually get his token piece. Ay, ay, ay. Dame Dollar. Because Nurkic hasn't really been there for them. So you get Victor Wembanyama. You got
Chat, chill, chat. Okay, so it's Charlotte, Houston, San Antonio, Portland. Okay. I mean, out of those 4, I feel bad for Detroit because I think just the 2-man game and kind of falling to 5 is kind of when the draft gets worse. I think there's a clear drop off after the first 4, probably.
This top 4 is nice. 100%.
Yeah. It'll be interesting where 4
Anthony
lands.
Black in the top 4, right?
Yeah.
I like him.
I've
I
kind
like
of
him.
gone back and forth on it though. That the Amen's kind of been tantalizing to me, but
Hey, we'll see because we got the mock draft coming up.
yeah, mock draft things will definitely change with this. Things will definitely change just because we know where things are going. But yeah, unfortunate for. I mean, I really thought the NBA, like, this shit was so rigged if Charlotte got it. I mean, if Chicago got it.
Oh, 100%. You scared the
I was shitting bricks, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Why did Orlando move down? But yeah, hey, chat, my bad, chat. Sorry for all the Bulls fans that I excited.
Oh my gosh. All right. Hold up. Has it joined back from commercial break yet?
No, I'm still in a Chevy ad.
Okay. Good. I'm
Now
still
I'm in a Volkswagen ad. Oh, wow.
I appreciate Meta for sponsoring this podcast. Shout out.
Yeah, thanks, Meta. Okay, I'm back. I'm back from commercial. Let's go.
Oh, you're
my
back?
God. Yeah.
Oh,
Liam, I just want to let you know I love doing NBA draft stuff with you. This was my favorite time of the year, sports wise.
just
At least
spoil
one
it.
of my favorites.
Just spoil it to me. I don't care. If
So
I'm
I
lying.
spoil it to you? Really?
Yes, you can spoil it. I want to go
Okay.
crazy.
Bro, they're just showing LeGoat highlights right now,
Oh,
which I appreciate. By the way, even though I am a Suns fan, let's go Lakers, bro. Let's go Lakers.
Oh, Mr. Don't Swing the Rock himself, baby.
Fuck the Nuggets, bro.
rock. Do
Fuck
not
the
swing
Nuggets.
that rock under any
Hell
circumstance.
no. Bro, he does not pass. I can't believe he got his career or his playoff career high in assists with 4, bro. It was crazy.
That's like unheard of. He had 4 assists. That's like
Yeah, I know.
Generational.
Generational. He was feeling unselfish that game. Oh, nice little Wemby selfie right there. Damn. Is that
Why
his
am I
sister?
still in commercial break? What the fuck, ESPN?
Wemby's sister? Is that Wemby's sister? Chat, chill.
Here we go. Let's see if I can get on here.
Oh, Ime's up there. Ime.
Once again, to announce the order of
Here
the
I am. All right. I think I got it now.
Okay.
All right.
Did
Is
you
it?
refresh?
Yeah, I got
It's
it.
showing the people at the podium right now.
Yeah,
And Mark Tatum's
yeah.
about to
All
talk.
right. Okay. I think I'm on it too. All right.
Okay.
Number 4.
I
Houston.
have no audio.
Houston. Number 4. All right.
It's
I'm
Houston.
standing up. I'm standing up. Number 4 is Houston. It's not going to be. We don't need to worry about that.
Thank God it's Houston, bro. I did not want
Portland 3. Oh, it's going to be San Antonio and the Hornets. Who's going to be number 2?
3.
Oh! Oh my God, the Spurs got him, bro. Oh my God. Chase called it in the chat.
Oh, the Hornets so close. Jackson, I'm sorry, bro.
So they're going to take Brandon Miller? So what?
I think the Hornets should probably take Brandon Miller.
They have
And then
to.
Scoot goes 3. Scoot goes 3 to fucking Portland.
What? We're getting Wembanyama to the Spurs?
Oh, that's annoying. I did not want him in the Western Conference.
Wembanyama.
Congratulations, Spurs fans. You get
That's
it.
92. Do not go there.
Oh my God. Dude, that's so good for Wemby, bro.
I mean, yeah, this is gonna be the next big man. It's so staged, bro. Fucking David
Yeah,
Robinson.
that bro.
there. Tim Duncan went
The
there.
NBA script writers are just fucking working overtime right now.
I mean, if they picked Chicago, it would have been absolutely crazy. So
What it would have been rigged. I don't know. Just top level thoughts. What do you think about how the lottery went down with Spurs getting Wemby?
I mean,
Two-
he's gonna get force fed so much there. Like, so what? They got Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, and Wemby. Like, that's still a bottom feeder team. I don't care if Wemby's playing like Joel Embiid. Like, that's a bottom feeder team.
Yeah. But, they could maybe pull some people there in free agency. I don't know.
So-
Like I could see, dude, if they got like Fred VanVleet there.
Okay, so let's see this out. So, I mean, imagine our mock drafts will do this without trades. It'll be Wemby 1, Brandon Miller's got to go 2. So then who's
Yeah.
going to take it 3?
Well, could LaMelo play the 2? Like he's been pretty good off the ball. I could see a world where Scoot could go 2. I don't know if Michael Jordan puts down the bottle and makes a good decision. Like, I don't know. It could be
Okay.
different.
But this is Michael Jordan.
Yeah. So it's not good, bro. He's going to pick a Thompson twin.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah. So like, are you thinking like,
I don't know. I think, like I said from the jump, I think Brandon Miller and LaMelo would be a really good duo. And I don't know what people are thinking about like LaMelo or fuck. Sorry, someone was just FaceTiming me. I don't know how fuck, I just completely lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
LaMelo,
What was I saying?
Scoot, LaMelo, Brandon
Yeah,
Miller?
LaMelo Scoot. Yeah, LaMelo. No, with Miles Bridges. Like, what's gonna would that determine who they would take? Just because I don't know, he's good, but was he would you say Miles Bridges is a fringe all-star player enough where they would take like Scoot over Brandon Miller? Because I don't think so.
I don't know. I think we could see some risers because there's so many guards, but like Portland doesn't need a guard. Like they have Anthony and Shaden now. They don't need a guard. Like,
Yeah, no. If Portland is praying that Brandon Miller stays there because that'd be really nice.
yeah,
Bro,
that's
Dame Shaden, Brandon Miller. What a fucking
yeah, that's a good core. I mean, Brandon Miller can contribute immediately. Like they don't really have a good option there at the 3 since they traded Josh Hart.
yeah. It's gonna be. I think the draft is. I mean, I don't know. It's obviously Wemby's 1. The draft starts at 2.
Mhm.
Because there's so many ways that the Hornets could go. I'm just so interested. The Hornets are such a bad organization, though. Like, I don't know what their thought process is.
Like, do you really trust them to land a pick? Like, wherever they pick?
No, not really. Whatever they pick might be the wrong pick.
Exactly.
Well, ESPN has Brandon Miller at 2 now. I know there was a lot of change. We both still have Scoot at 2, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I don't know. I'm excited. I think we'll definitely go way more in depth when we do our mock draft episode next week. Things will be a lot more clear, but just top level thoughts like the Spurs getting Wemby. So like you like that's generational. Like that's such a generational player that you could jumpstart another Spurs dynasty just based off of this one draft pick. Like this will just get the wheels rolling for that.
They need
like,
a point guard though. I like Trey Jones, but he's not a starter.
They definitely like this is definitely a work in progress in regards to the roster around Wembanyama, but like you can't ask for a better starting block than Wemby.
This saved them though. They made the DeJounte Murray trade. This team is horrendous, and now like you get this.
Oh, it all paid off.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they could if they're a team that could make a move for like a better, younger started pair with.
They got picks.
Wemby.
They got picks now.
They have draft capital now. And they have some younger guys who aren't, I wouldn't say necessarily stars,
Yeah.
but
They
would
got,
be good like young role players. Like you have Vassell,
Ranahan, Vassell, Wesley,
Sohan.
Sohan. Yeah, so Sohan and Wembanyama are going to be that back of that front court. So
That's a good front court.
yeah, Sohan was good this year.
Yeah.
100%. This is crazy though. I'm going to have a lot of thoughts these next couple hours and leading up. I think maybe next weekend we'll aim to have our mock draft.
Our mock draft.
Yeah, we'll see how far we go. We'll maybe just do top 14. I might even have a Warriors pick in there. I think it could be interesting. You know, now we're in the like teens.
Maybe a Suns pick as well. Oh wait,
Hey.
never mind. Maybe my goat Matt Ishbia will make a move with San Antonio. Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Ayton and Chris Paul for one. Who says no?
Who says no? Who says no?
All right. Well, now we're getting a full throttle on the draft coverage. We appreciate every single one of you that joined the live stream. And without further ado, this is Coast Coast Podcast.